Great. Now that the instructor is here, we can get started. Welcome for week 3 of intermediate Vinyasa AAA. We're gonna start sitting today because it's that kind of a day. And just cross-legged, whichever your preferred crossed ankles, if you like. Just coming in, breathing for a moment. Backs of the hands on the tops of the knees, so palms are facing up for now. And taking a moment of stillness and enjoying it while it's here. Mwahaha, just kidding, there will be a few points. I'm just really connecting to the hips today. We're gonna start using them a little more. And thinking a little more about using the pressure in your hips to ground down and lift your spine. The same way we push into our feet when we're standing to rise up taller, we're pushing into the hips to sit up taller. Use gravity to your advantage. Bring the hands together at the heart because it's all about love this week. Doing self-love today. So bring your hands together, fingers apart, and then bring your middle 3 fingers and the palm of your hand open. We're gonna make this shape, if you can see that shape. Your pinkies, your thumbs, and the bottoms of your hands are still going to touch. Padma, lotus. Right in front of the heart, breathe in. Exhale out through your mouth. And take a few sighs just like that, bringing in that self-love. Love your hips, love your arms, your abs, your adductors. Really good for activating in the back of the hands as well, getting a little forearm extensor action because we're going to be using a lot of flexors today. Theoretically, if you're on your hands for planks. And then we'll release the hands, inhale to bring them all the way up. Exhale, back to the mat. A few times just like that. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale down. Really feeling your shoulder blades following this movement too. Using your full breath to go through the whole arm movement. Two more times in your own time. And then we'll tuck the hands under the hips. Just a little bit of a lift. You can keep your feet on the mat, on the ground. You can absolutely use your feet here and just lift your hips up. So running in the upper back, just getting that little bit of a lift. Using all of your fingertips to press into the mat as well, and then back down. Switch the cross of your legs or ankles. Side bends. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale through center, reaching very tall as you transition. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale through center, reach. Exhale left. Remember to reach through the spine and the arms and fingers, not the shoulders. Shoulders are staying down. And back to center. Inhale, both arms up, twisting this time. Exhale, twist over to the right. Immediately inhale through center. Moving a little faster today. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Get tall. Exhale, twist right. Inhale through center, tall again. Taller. Exhale, left. One more time, each side. Coming back through center, inhale, lift both arms up, find that reach in the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down to either side. Under the hips, again, back the hands under the hips, little bit of a lift, just get your glutes up off the mat. Doesn't have to be a lot. And then settle them down. Coming back to our cactus, just a couple of rotations just to warm up all those rotational muscles in the shoulder. You can totally keep your back still for now. Try and keep this movement just in the shoulder blade, might feel it coming down the arm. If you're really tight, you might feel it all the way down to the elbow. That's okay. Just move within your range. And then coming back to the downward part of the cactus wave, straightening the elbows to bring the hands right out to the sides. Make sure your shoulder blades are back and down and hold here. Feeling that reach like we do in Warrior Two through the hands, the fingers, the arms, but not the shoulders. Shoulder blades are back and down, nice and stable. Just like our hips are going to be. Every inhale, get your spine a little bit taller. Every exhale, feel the reach through your fingers. A little bit more out to the sides. You're getting wider. You're going to reach the walls. Just a few more breaths here. And on your next inhale, bring the arms all the way up, palms facing together. Find that reach. Maybe lift the nose, maybe a little bit of a back bend now if you want. And exhale, hands down underneath the hips. Again, lifting the hips up just a little bit. Tiny little lift, little arm balance, baby arm balance prep, if you will. Or if you won't, that's fine. To all fours. I'm in a mood today. Sorry. Couple of cat cows, just get your spine warmed up. You want to do a different version of cat cow, you don't have to do the simple up and down version, although there's nothing wrong with that. Up and down is great. Getting your belly button to really activate. Warming up the abs as well as the spine, very important. You can totally do, what is this called? Coffee grinder, if you want to, the circular version, moving through. Kind of leading a little more with the lower ribs here. So you're going through the same position. So coming from cow, it's going to take the ribs out to the side. So you end up, oh look, we're in cat. Yeah. And then ribs go the other way. Then we come all the way back. To cow, and then you can go the other way. You don't have to. You can absolutely stick to regular cat cow. Sometimes it's just nice. And coming back to center, a couple of opposite arm and leg lifts. So plant your right hand and left knee on top of the foot. Right foot comes out behind, left arm comes out in front, and find that reach to the opposite walls. Keeping all 5 fingers on your right hand, pressing into the mat, fingertips engaged, your whole hand engaged. Lift your belly button, back leg can totally be bent. It can be low, my leg goes super high. That's me, don't worry about it. You point or flex the toe if you want to, usually reach through the heel. This helps straighten the knee. And release, and switch. Left hand down, right hand forward, left leg back. Reach through the heel, lift the back of your knee to the sky. If you want to, no pressure. Seriously, it's gonna be a weird class, and I'm so sorry. And then coming back, center. Switching again to the first side, right hand down, left hand up, left hand, right foot, reach. Find an inhale, reach a little bit more, and exhale, crunch it into center. 3 of these, inhale to reach, exhale to crunch. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Knee and elbow don't have to touch, but if they do, fantastic. 1 more reach to get that spine long, and back to all 4s to switch to the other side. Right hand, left foot now. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, crunch. Round a little bit in the upper back when you do this. Makes a little bit of space, makes it a little bit easier. I know I'm rounding in the middle back. Ignore me. Don't ignore me. Ignore my back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach again. 1 more crunch. Inhale, find that length, find the reach. And back to all 4s. Walk the hands out, come up onto the toes, coming to downward facing dog. And you can pedal it out, stretch the calves. Explore where your downward dog is starting today. And still just be very aware of your feet. We didn't start on them today, so this is their first meeting with the mat, so to speak. Find your toes. If your heels are reaching all the way down, find that whole foot connection, but you don't have to. And then slow walk up to the front of the mat. Bringing the shoulders over top of the wrists as though we're gonna handstand, and then we don't, because that's not this class. Coming up to your bent leg, forward fold, very, very bent legs. Bend the knees as much as you need to. No pressure in the lower back. We love our lower backs, they're great. All right, inhale to come all the way up. It sounded really sarcastic, but it wasn't. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, swing the arms. Exhale, fold or crouch, as it were. Inhale to plank. And exhale to lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Keep your elbows close to your body, shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, release. Inhale through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And slow walk up to the front of the mat again, shoulders coming over wrists. Find that external rotation in the shoulders. Make sure that they're not rotating in. And feet come under. Take a moment in your very bent-legged Utkatasana. Feel your feet. And then when you're ready, engage your glutes. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, bend the knees, swing your arms. Inhale, reach. Bend your knees as you exhale to fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale through plank, again to downward facing dog as you exhale. Slow walk up to the front, same as before. And feet come under. Take a moment. Feel the weight of your head giving to gravity. And then engage your glutes. Use gravity to press up away as we inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And slow walk up to the front of your mat. Feeling that external rotation, shoulders coming over wrists. Are we handstanding? No, we're not. And you get here, take a moment. Find gravity, working on your head again. And then engage the glutes, engage your abs. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Still moving with the flow, taking a bit of a variation now. And by a bit, I mean like actually. Inhale to swing the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, left foot steps back, coming into our low lunge right away. Bring your chest forward, make sure your shoulders are back. Your hips coming up on tented fingertips. And stretch out the back calf. Saw back and forth a little if you want to, but you don't have to. And then come to stillness. Really lift the back of that left knee towards the ceiling. Feel that extra stretch in the left side hip flexor. And then hands to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, baby cobra goes to sleep. Inhale up to plank. And this time as you exhale, left foot forward. Opposite foot of what we just did, if you are paying attention, as I was clearly not. Same thing here, sawing a little back and forth, stretching out the right calf. And then coming up to your regular low lunge, really pressing in out of the toes on the back of your back foot. The right foot toes. Yes. Lift the back of your right knee towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch in your right hip flexors. And then stepping it right up to the front. Forward fold. Ha. Knees might be bending a little less now, or you can keep them still super bent. You can be like in a folded over chair. No judgment. Engage your glutes. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bend your knees. Inhale, swing the arms up. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Miss it, inhale twice. That's fine. Inhale, left foot back into our low lunge again. A moment, stretch out the back calf. And then getting prepped to come to high lunge from here. Step my foot in. On your next inhale, lifting the hands up, not falling over. Good job. And feeling the stretch in the front of your left hip flexors as you rotate your pelvis perhaps a little bit forward and pull the right hip a little bit more backwards. Whew. Already losing my balance. Great. From here, bring your hands together and bring them down towards the heart. Padma Mudra again. Bring your middle three fingers apart. Open up into your lotus position. Bring it right in front of your heart. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, step it up to the front. Release the hands, bend the knees. Inhale to swing the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, right foot back, coming to low lunge. Feel the stretch. And then prep to come up to high lunge from here. On whichever inhale happens to be next in your cycle for you, lift the arms up. Make sure you're pulling your left hip back. And still really trying to find that pull in the back of the right knee to straighten the leg as much as you can. Hip flexor stretch on the right side now. Bring the hands together at the heart. Padma Mudra, open up the middle three fingers, keep the pinky, thumb, and wrist together. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And step it up to the front. Was a little shaky on my end, but that's okay. Bring the middle three fingers back together. Anjali Mudra, big inhale in. Exhale, sigh. And that's water break, if you have water. Coming back to the front of the mat whenever you are done with your water, if you were smart enough to bring it, smarter than me, fantastic. Let the hands go. Self-love, it's okay. Sometimes we all are human and forget things. Bend the knees, inhale, just swing the arms up. Bend the knees, exhale, fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, little baby cobra, really reach the top of your head, elbows pulling back in the opposite direction. Exhale, release. Inhale through plank. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale with the right foot up. And exhale, bring it forward. Low lunge. And just taking a moment, finding that stretch in the hip flexor. And left hand down. Inhale, open up on the right. And exhale, bring the back of your right hand towards your lower back. If you can get it around your side plank, fantastic, but that's not necessary. Inhale, open up the right hand. And exhale, hand to the mat. Coming back to our high lunge now. On your next inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale to hold. Inhale, find that reach in the arms and the fingers. And on your next exhale, open up warrior two. Hold here, feeling the arms, feeling the shoulders, feeling that stretch with the fingers to the opposite sides of the room. Maybe leaning the shoulders just a little bit back so you're not leaning forward. Shoulders should be over top of pelvis. And then we'll inhale to come back through to our high lunge. Nice and chill. Exhale to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale up through plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale with the left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward. Hang out in your low lunge just for a moment. Yay. And then on your next inhale, coming up to high lunge. Feeling that reach in the arms and the fingers here, shoulders back and down, stable shoulders. Find an inhale to really find that reach. Exhale, warrior two. And hanging out here for a breath or so. Making sure our feet are in the right direction. Front foot parallel to mat, back foot roughly perpendicular. And then very slowly making our way back as we inhale through high lunge. Exhale, hands to mat. One more vinyasa, inhale to plank, or you can skip. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale to plank. Through our downward facing dog. And walk up to the front of the mat. Again, shoulders coming over wrists. No handstand. Oh, well. When you get to the top of the mat, feel that gravity in the head again. Nice moment of stillness. And then engage the glutes, engage your abs, inhale, rise all the way up. Lift the arms, there we go. 2 A's. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bend your knees, swing the arms, inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, up through plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left heel down, we'll inhale to lift our right foot up. Exhale, bring it forward. Coming right into our high lunge, inhale to come up. Exhale, warrior two. Now this time, we're gonna switch over to do a side lunge onto your back leg. So it would be your left leg. It's totally up to you if you want to keep your right foot still facing front or if you need to adjust it to be parallel to your other foot. Totally up to you, depending if you want to come and rock back on your heel or if you need to have that like full foot support. Figure out whichever foot position you need. If you want to come down just straight over top of this knee, you absolutely can. If you need to turn this foot a little bit out, so you get a little bit more of an angle, it's up to you, your knee, and your hip. I have wonky knees, so I'm going to turn my foot a little bit out, and I'm going to rock back on my heel. Arms are going to go forward. Arms can be here if they need to, but preferably forward. And then right back to warrior two. So we'll try that again a couple of times. Don't worry, we'll do plenty of these. Inhale, find that reach. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side lunge. One more. Inhale to your warrior two. Find that reach in the arms, the fingers, shoulders are back and down. Exhale, side lunge. It's a lot of quads, but also adductor. Going back to warrior two, find your stance here and breathe. Feel the reach, feel the arms, feel the shoulders. And then we'll inhale through high lunge. Exhale to plank. Well, inhale to plank when you get here. Exhale all the way down. You know what I meant. Inhale to cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale up through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot down. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, bring the left foot forward. Coming up to our high lunge here. Inhale. Exhale, just settle. Okay. Inhale, find the reach in your arms, your hands, your fingers. Exhale to warrior two. Same thing on this side. Whichever version of the side lunge you did on the first side, unless you have a serious discrepancy with your hips, knees, ankles, do the same version on this side. So find that reach in your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, side lunge over on the right side, arms in front. If you can, I have a wall. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side lunge. One more. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale to your warrior two. Exhale, hold. Moving through our high lunge to come back, adjust your feet as needed. Whoops. Inhale to high lunge here. Let's see if I can do this right. Exhale, hands to mat. Inhale to plank, I remembered. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, up through plank. Go on a downward facing dog again, and just take a few breaths here when you get here. Maybe stretch the calves out again. And whenever you're ready, slow walk up to the front. Again, shoulders coming over top of wrists. The promise of one day a headstand or handstand, but just not today. But the ability is there, probably, maybe, could be. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to swing the arms up again. Exhale, hands to the mat, fold. Inhale to plank. Right away, exhale, downward facing dog. Left heel spikes down towards the mat. Inhale, lift your right foot up. Exhale, step it forward. Coming into our high lunge. Inhale to come up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, find that reach. And then side lunge. As you exhale, bring your arms forward. It's on the back of the mat. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, find that reach. Inhale through high lunge. And we're gonna step it up to the front of the mat, but just keep your weight on your right foot. So you're gonna bring your left foot through and forward. It can absolutely stay bent, because this is not about the quads today. If you want to straighten that leg and get some quad, you can. I'm gonna leave mine bent because I don't feel like it. But just hovering here, really pressing up out of that standing leg, pressing up out of the hip, making sure that your hips are staying even, not falling. If you feel like your left side is falling, you can put that foot down and just use your toes to give yourself that balance so you can find where your hips should be. Still holding. Excellent. Keep holding. Find that balance. If you want to, rise up onto the toes of the right foot. This is where something like a wall to hold on to is going to be handy for today. Should have given you that warning. Sorry. And then perhaps back down. Bring your left foot back to the mat and walk it out a little. I just have the wall, so I take it for granted. Now it gets in my way occasionally. Okay. Coming back to center, inhale to swing the arms up. Exhale, fold to the mat. Inhale to plank. And to downward facing dog as you exhale. Right heel spikes down toward the mat. Inhale, lift the left foot up. And exhale, bring it forward to your low lunge. And by low lunge, I meant we're moving to high lunge. Inhale to bring your arms up to high lunge. Fantastic. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, find the reach in the arms here. And exhale, side lunge over to the right on your back leg. Arms coming forward, keep them up. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, hold. Inhale through high lunge. And exhale to the top of the mat. Same thing on this side, perhaps holding on to wall for balance. I'm cheating. Let's maybe try not to. You can still, again, straighten front knee if you want to. You don't have to. Really press out of your left foot, standing leg. Anything one-legged is excellent for adductors. And let's maybe make sure that that foot's not dangling like it's dead. I'm just gonna lift it a little. And press through the heel. Spread the toes. And then let your right foot come down, walk it out. Coming back to our regular standing again, fixing my mat. Swinging the arms up, there we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale to plank. Right away, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, find that reach in the arms. And exhale, side lunge at the back of your mat. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, hold. Inhale through high lunge. Exhale, step it up to the front of the mat, but keep that left leg lifted. And this time, hands can absolutely come to hips. You can hold on to the wall. If you have your chair for balance, you can totally hold on to that. Front leg, you can bend it as much as you need to, stick it out straight. Just gonna do a little mini one-legged squat on this side. So it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm gonna hold on to my wall and I'm gonna go down maybe yay much. There we go. Woo! That's all I feel like doing today. As long as your weight is back in your heel and you're using your glutes, you're still gonna be using a lot of adductor. Try and come down straight over top of that foot and rise back up. And then set the left foot down and walk it out. We're still moving fairly slowly. This flow is gonna have more things added to it as the weeks go on. But you already knew that because you've taken classes with me before. Okay, back to the front. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale to plank. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Right foot spikes down towards the mat. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, find that reach in the fingers. And exhale, side lunge over to the back of your mat, arms coming in front. Inhale, back to warrior two. Find that reach in the arms as you exhale. Coming through, inhale to reach high lunge. And stepping up to our one-legged stance at the front of the mat. Exhale. Whoop, hold on to the wall. Yeah, that's necessary. Grab onto your balance item. Hands for this, you can absolutely have them on your hips, in front, whatever is easiest for you. One little one-legged squat. I don't care how far down you go, you can go this far. That's great. You can come halfway. If you're already at pistol squats and you like really want to, go ahead. I'm not, but like, congrats. And then right foot down, walk in. Coming back to center here. Inhale to swing the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming to plank. And this time, side planks. Roll over onto your right side. Whichever preferred version, we're just gonna hold for 30 seconds. I think last time I said I was gonna do 45, but I was being a jerk. Do not have to. Or you can do 45 seconds if you want. Again, I'm not, because I'm having a day. But really pressing out of your right arm, shoulder, wrist. If you're using it, make sure you're using all of your fingers. Might be on fist. Make sure your shoulder's not collapsing, crunching in. If you're feeling pain in your upper back around the shoulder blade, press away from the mat a little more. Your shoulder blade might be actually rolling onto your rhomboids where it does not want to be. Woo. Okay. And then coming through center plank. Ugh. Going over to the left. Approximately 30 seconds here. Remember to keep pressing out of the mat. Take whichever version you need to. And still using those core contractions, getting that belly button, really pulling in towards your lower spine. I know it's more oblique in side plank, but there's no reason to ignore transverse abdominis. Tell you a secret, I never actually count. Okay, coming back to regular plank, hold here for an undetermined amount of seconds. Whichever plank version you want to hold, just make sure your core is really activated. You can absolutely put your knees down if you don't want to do this fully. I get it. I'm gonna try. I'll try to do my own routine. And I'm gonna put my knees down for the push-up portion, which we are moving into. If you need to take a moment, take a break. Maybe roll up the shoulders. Same push-ups that we did last week. We'll do 3, 3, and 3. So whichever version you felt you were most comfortable with, just do the same version this week. You don't have to do more. You could also do less. Isn't that great? All right, so coming forward to our regular yoga push-ups-ish. Hands underneath shoulders, fingers pointing towards the front of the mat. Elbows are gonna bend backwards. And by backwards, I mean just towards the back of the mat. They bend the regular way that elbows should. Coming right close to your sides. 3 push-ups here. You can go halfway down. You don't have to go all the way. Inhale to come down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press up. Did the first one with me, you're done. If you didn't, one more. Aha. Wide arm push-ups, find your base. Get your 3 fingers, thumb, pointer, and middle finger off or on the mat, just to get the angle. And then move them in until their fingertips are roughly in front of the shoulders, or they can actually be right in front of the shoulders. They don't actually have to be that wide, just a little bit outside of the range of where they were before, essentially. This time, elbows are gonna come at a 45-degree angle away from your body. Your wrist should still be straight. 3 push-ups here in whichever stance you like. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Inhale to come down. Halfway, check your wrist. Exhale, press up. Inhale, press down. Exhale, press up. One more. Get those shoulder blades back and down together here. And press away. Shoulder blades roll forward. All right, take a moment if you need to before we come to our tricep push-ups. Or you can skip them if you really hate tricep push-ups, but you know, triceps get less love than biceps. Typically, we don't use them as often, so I think they're very important. Thumb and pointer finger coming together to your triangle of love. In whichever, I'm gonna do the cheater version. The real easy version here from all 4s. If you wanna come out to a full push-up stance, congrats. Inhale, press down, making sure the wrists are still staying straight in alignment. Exhale, press away. Inhale, press down. Exhale, press away. One more. And then we'll move through to lie on our backs. What? More abs? Yes. Of course there's more abs. May have forgotten my water, but I didn't forget abs. So lying flat on your back with both legs up. We've done this before. You know what's going on. Right leg down. Keep your abs engaged. As far down as you want that foot to go. If it touches the floor, it's gone a little too far. Lift up arms, head, if you want to. Really find that full abdominal engagement here and just hold. Toes can be pointed or flexed. I like pointed personally. Whatever you want to do. Still thinking about that transverse abdominis, belly button engaging down towards the ground, towards your lower spine. Imagining that wrap all the way around your abdomen here. That whole muscle is just getting nice and tight, nice and strong, holding all your organs in. Yes, thanks, transverse abdominis. I love you. You hold my organs in place. Also a lot of connective tissue, but let's give props to abs today because we can actually do something about it. And then release the head, the shoulders, the right foot. Bend the left knee. And we're gonna take that left knee out to the side. Reclined, half bound ankle twist, not twist. Half bound. Never mind. Just a little tiny stretch for the inner thigh here on the left. That's what we're doing. Fantastic. I thought it was going to be one of those days. I might need less self-love and a little more grounding, but that's fine. We'll do that next time. All right, bring the left knee up. And both feet straight up into the air. Reset for the other side. The right leg stays up this time, left leg drops. Try and do the same thing you did on the first side. Lifting however many body parts you feel you need to really get your abs engaged today. If you ate right before class and you're feeling a little pukey, don't lift up all the things. Lift up one thing. Half-ass it, quarter-ass it, oh good. staying very static in whichever position you've chosen. Endurance. Also willpower. If you can do this, imagine all the other things that you could do in your life that you thought you couldn't do. One more breath. Think. And then slowly lower down all the things. Bend your right knee. Bring that right foot to the inside of left thigh and open up the right knee towards the outside of your mat. Stretching the right adductors. Short adductors anyway. Half reclined bound angle. There we go. And then lift up that right knee. Lift up both legs. Just a couple of leg lifts here, nothing too crazy. You absolutely do not have to do the full version if you don't want to. Tuck your hands underneath your hips. If you need a little bit of lower back support, you can use your hands to press into the ground. Make sure that your arms are stable here and your hips are not flapping. You can lower down just a little bit if you want to, or you can lower all the way. Flex the toes. And then as you exhale and lift, point your toes. Keep your lower back straight against the ground. 2 more. Inhale to lower. Hold out lower belly in. Exhale, lift. 1 more. However far down you feel like going. Nice and slow. Move with the breath. Slow the breath down. And then bend the knees, hug your knees into your chest. Hug your cheese. Guess who's hungry? Along with self-love, I've decided that this year is the year of cheese, meaning comfort food, comfort clothing. Just do things that are comforting to you. Just happens to be cheese is comforting to me, which is why I called it that. A couple of circles with the knees if you weren't already. And go the other way. And then we'll rock up to our nice Malasana squat. So take as many rocks as you feel that your back needs. Or if you're just really excited to get to Malasana, go ahead. Just get there. Hang out. And using the outside of your elbows to press against the inside of your knees, I'm just gonna turn. Feeling a little bit of that lift in the pelvic floor as though you're about to lift up. We're not doing that. Not today, anyway. Probably won't. Don't feel like it. I have too many other things that I need to do in this class, and only 5 more weeks to do them in. Find that engagement in this pose here. Hands together at the heart. Pressing into the opposite hand with the fingertips a little bit. Just engage those forearm flexors again. Pressing into the mat with all 10 of your toes, as well as the heel, the outside arch, the inside arch. Use your whole foot. Staying very engaged throughout this entire posture, not settling into it, not falling into it, essentially. Settling into a good activation. If you would like to practice a little crow here, absolutely can. Since we're already kind of close to, just bringing the hands down in front. Upakasana here. You don't even have to actually get all the way up. You can just lift like, oh, I could do crow from here if I wanted to, but I don't have to. You can just settle right back down. You can think about it, rock a little in and out. I could, but I don't need to, but I could, because I'm right here. Maybe I'll lift one foot, maybe the other foot. Thinking about it. Maybe. Nah. Sit back down. Bring your soles of your feet together. Hold your feet if you want to. Love your feet. Feet are gonna get some more in the next couple of weeks. But for today, flap your little butterfly wings. Ground down with the hips. Get your spine nice and tall. Thank you, feet, for all you do for us. And then let your butterfly wings relax. Come to hinge forward, a little bit of a stretch. Again, just for the short adductors here. However much you can get, or you feel like getting. You don't have to get a lot. Slowly coming out of this stretch to our wide-legged fold, or seated active stretch first. Find your stance. Ground down with the hamstrings, ground down with the hips. Really press the backs of your thighs into the mat. Find that lift, lift the spine. Padma Mudra. Oh, look at that. Bringing your lotus right in front of our heart, and then lean a little forward. Shift your weight. Rotating at the pelvis, so we get that action here. Spine comes forward because it's attached to pelvis. Lotus at the heart. So much love going towards the adductors right now. Arms and abs too, definitely adductors. Very important. And then hands to the mat, coming into a more passive stretch. If you want to, you don't have to. And breathe into your adductors or hamstrings, whichever ones are screaming at you more. I mean, like if they're screaming, absolutely back off a little bit. Whichever ones are just like putting their hand up, like, excuse me, I have a question. Like, okay. Concerns. Concerns are allowed. Screams are a little much. And then coming back out. Our stretch. Back to whichever cross-legged or crossed-ankled, crossed-footed position you had at the beginning, whichever one you like, or a different one if you like it better. 3 lion's breaths here. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Big inhale through the nose. Lion's breath. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope that it wasn't too much for week 3 because we still have a lot to fit in future classes. And stay very, 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 very hydrated. See you next week.